Hello Internet, so nice to see you. This is a video of the series Band Problems, where we use music theory to solve the problems you may have in your band. And today you're gonna solve this problem. Let's see that you are or want to be the songwriter of your band, or you want to be one of the songwriters of your band, meaning that you want to be able to write songs and take the songs to your band so that they can play it. The problem is that, first of all, how do you communicate the song to the band? How do you go to them? What do you tell them so that they perform the song you wrote? And indeed, what does it even mean to write a song? How do you know you've actually wrote a song? Do you go with your band with just one riff? No, that's not a song, that's just an idea. You want to go with a full song so that they can play the song, so that you wrote the song and they are playing it. If you just go there with an idea, then you're going to write the song together, which is great, but let's say it's not what you want to do, okay? So how do you communicate this song to the band, and how do you even know that you wrote a song? A songwriter, who's also a student of mine, asked me exactly that, and this is my answer to him.
So, as a singer and a songwriter, I would like to take a different approach about writing songs with my band. I've learned that I have 4 really talented people in my band, and I would like to write more basic structures of songs and more of them, so that I don't need to complete the whole song, but just write a basic structure and bring that to them. And my question is, what would that basic structure had to have for all of them, like a guitar player, bass player, to just pick up and go from there?
Great. You're gonna need, for it to be called a song, you're gonna need a melody and a chord progression. Possibly some rhythm, okay? Possibly have an idea of what kind of rhythms do you want to put in. We can always change them out afterward, but the melody must be defined, okay? If you have lyrics, better, by the way. I'm talking by experience here. If you have lyrics already done, great. There's nothing worse than somebody rewriting the lyrics while we're writing the song, at least for me. But have the lyrics possibly done, the melody, the chords. You need to have more or less a song structure, meaning verse, chorus, possibly a bridge, chorus, chorus. Okay?
That whole structure is that whole structure really needed?
You can go to them with just a verse, but it's not a song. Okay, if you want to go to them and say this is a song, there must be a verse, a chorus, and a bridge. Which if you think about it, it's not much. You need to write 3 sections and just put them in the right order: verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, chorus. Okay. Optionally, you can have an intro, an outro, part of a solo, whatever. That's up to you if you want to do it. But the important point is that you have a strong melody and a good chord progression. The chorus is typically more lyrical. Okay, so long notes, lots of emotion, typically higher in pitch, typically, not always, okay? And that's actually the important part. Okay, that must be absolutely good. Okay, it has to be something that when people listen to it, they want to sing it back or sing it again, or it just becomes an earworm. So if you have to spend time on something, spend time on the melody of the chorus. Verse doesn't need to be that good. If it's good, better. Nobody says anything, okay? But a song with a very strong chorus and an okay verse is still a very good song. So I will put all my resources in the chorus. Okay. On the other hand, the verse has more freedom because it doesn't have to become an earworm. Okay, it doesn't have to be that memorable or as memorable as the chorus. So you can take more creative freedom in that. Okay, the bridge has only one requirement, and it's that it's different than the verse and the chorus. That's the only thing we want.
Okay, what about if I would just want to make a song, like an experiment song, just to encourage a bass player to grab it? Would you approach differently if you would want your bass player to just like, okay, I feel that, I'm gonna do on that?
That depends on your bass player, actually. Yeah. 'Cause some bass players really like to have long stretches of the same chord,
Okay.
but other bass players hate that. Okay, so you really need to talk with your bass player and try to understand what he likes from a technical point of view. Like, does he prefer that the verse is like 4 bars or 8 bars of A, so that he can do like. And you can do all this kind of stuff in the background. Some people like this. Some bass players, on the other hand, would like, no, that's boring. Okay, they prefer to have an actual chord progression going. Makes sense? Okay, so these kind of things. You have to ask your bass player, what do you like? What do you prefer?
Okay.
Okay. You're not writing in abstract. You're writing for specific people, either your audience or your band. Okay,
Yeah.
so you need to know what they specifically like, which is done partly by asking them questions and partly by listening to what they're doing, because they typically compose stuff they like themselves.
Yeah.
So you want to see what's happening there. Still, your job is to create a good melody. Okay.
Okay.
So even if the chord progression is not perfect, they can always adjust it later. You need to have something good on the melodic side. It's your part, you're the singer, okay? And create a good melody would be your task in the economy of the band. Now, just the past hour, Diana went on with the how to write a melodic arc. That's exactly how it works.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do. You just need to add a few chords in the background that sounds good to you, and then you can present the song to the band.
Yeah.
It's really, it doesn't take 20 years of study to do that. Okay? Last advice I'm giving you, it's the hardest advice, but it's a good advice. I know it's good advice, and what it works is this. Not all the songs you're going to write are going to be great. And the first songs you write are not going to be up to your standards. Okay? That's normal. So you sit down and write a number of bad songs immediately. Okay? Like I say, write your first 100 bad songs as soon as you can. Okay? Because you have to try and fail and make something imperfect and just to gain experience. It doesn't happen that you just say, I want to write a song and something perfect comes out. Okay? So, have patience with yourself. I know that the first song you write, you may like some of them, but you're gonna hate a few of them. That's great. It's just experience that you're making. Okay? So write them, throw them away later, no problem, but just write them and actually try to finish them, get into the verse, chorus, bridge structure to see if they works. Because the only way to learn how to do it and properly is to get some experience doing it. Okay?
Okay.
Good. That's it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.